This is the Infinity Summit Group. Truth, passion, success.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Infinity Summit Group podcast. Today is April 10th, 2023, and we're back the day after Easter. I'm Noah.
Xavier. Logan.
Jesse.
How was y'all's Easter?
Gas.
Good.
Mad gas?
Yeah, just hung out with the fam. Two fams and
Got lots of sun.
yeah.
You love
Got a
it.
hold. Yeah.
Did you play
I-
volley?
No, I
Oh.
held baby Scotty for like an hour outside, and he didn't have sunscreen, so hence I get the sun and not him.
Nice.
So I got fried.
Nice.
Oh, okay, as long as he's not fried.
You need a baby, dude. You'll be a good papa.
Yeah, I hope so.
You'll be a good
Convinced.
dad, yeah. As soon as the bachelor party's done, get that shit. Oh, wait, no, the wedding. Wedding's done.
As soon as the bachelor
As soon
party
as the wedding's done, get that shit done.
lock it in.
Yeah, because you want to drink it, or your wife's want to drink at the wedding.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's gonna be in 2 weeks.
Yeah, not this weekend, but next.
You scared?
No,
Fuck, is that a whole weekend thing, or is it just Saturday?
just Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll make it work.
Yeah, with your fly stuff. What time does it start for the boys? Like your people in your line.
Yeah, what time do we need to be there, and where is it's at Mo's house, right?
It's at Mo's house.
Okay.
I don't know when you need to be there yet. At least by 5. Or the photographer will be there by 5, so I'll probably have you guys be there early,
Oh yeah,
a bit early to help set up a bit, but
yeah, of course.
Who's your photographer?
I don't know. Just paid someone. The
Fuck
people that
yeah.
did Sheena's and Eve's wedding,
Nice.
which that was a shit show. We paid for it. No, we paid for the photography, and like a month ago they emailed Haley. Yeah, so we went out of business. You don't get your money back. Yeah, and it was fucking expensive too.
How much?
$2,000.
For pictures?
And you guys
Yeah.
don't get that back?
We had to call the bank and say it was like a fraudulent thing.
Yeah, it was. But
Yeah.
you got it back?
Yeah, we ended up getting
Okay,
it back,
good.
but they were just like, "Sorry, we don't have your money. Can't give it back."
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, what do you do as like a business owner when that happens? Just like, oh, sorry, I can't
I
give you.
don't know.
Like, what the fuck?
Well,
Plan on getting
if you
sued?
want,
Yeah.
if you want, you can buy a nice camera and I'll charge you $50 for pictures.
No, the people that are doing the photography, because it was like a company that manages photographers, went out of business, but we pay them. But the two photographers that were going to do it, the videographer and the photographer, they're just doing it. We're just paying them instead.
I know a guy that'll do it too, but just don't plan on having your ceremony video.
No, we've got good photographer, and they're even getting like the special, like a really nice camera. I paid extra for him to do the videos and stuff.
Dude, did you get a slow-mo camera for the kiss?
I don't think so.
That would be gross. So what's
That'd be brutal.
what's
Sure
your
they
total
could do it
running
on
for
me.
the wedding? Huh?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't keep track, but it's a fuckload.
Serious? Are you getting a tent from All Out or
No, Uncle Mo has a tent. He has a 30 by 20 tent that he bought.
Dude, nice.
So we gotta use that, but everything's expensive because we got nice porta potties. That's $1,000.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you gotta pay for. We're not paying for food. Mo and Hayes are, but still, that's like $500-$600. That's
Easy, dude.
yeah. It's just everything's just.
So with
And then-
a wedding, do you take out a loan?
No, I didn't.
Do you just
But-
pay for it all out of pocket?
Yeah, I did, but Haley did. I should say she's been saving for it. So,
Oh, okay.
Fuck, man.
but yeah, I mean, you're $5,000, $6,000 easy. I think.
Well,
That's
hopefully
for
you
a
make
cheap
it back.
backyard wedding.
Yeah, and we're not buying a lot of stuff.
I think our wedding was
Damn.
between $3,000 and $5,000.
And you made back what?
Oh, the money we got from the wedding pretty much paid for it.
Yeah.
And then, like, her parents gave us some money and stuff, so
That's
it
nice.
worked out. Yeah.
Looking up
That's
the
nice.
average wedding cost.
Yeah, I think we're like 4,000 or 5,000, but that's not including me buying a suit or her dress.
Yeah.
Those were like
There's another 1,000 right there, easy.
And
way
wedding
over,
rings.
like 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Average wedding cost is $30,000.
Yeah, dude, weddings are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And if you attach wedding to, like, if you call
Anything.
anyone and you say it's for a wedding, that price just tripled. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's ridiculous.
Flowers for
Weird.
the wife's flowers and the ones for people in her line were $700. I mean,
Oh my
everything
God.
is.
Just go buy some fucking Walmart bouquets.
No shit.
They're pretty. The ones they're making are gorgeous. It's a
I'm
florist, you know.
Yeah, of
But-
course.
Yeah. Well, we were looking into it to just make our own flower, thing. But
Yeah.
it was like $30 more to have. Maybe $15, $20 per bouquet to have someone do it professionally. So it's like almost
That's not bad.
less stress for us.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you were marrying a guy, it'd probably be cheaper.
Oh yeah. Simply wouldn't
Just
have done
saying.
one.
Exactly. Well,
That's-
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's a bit more than you want to spend, but
Sure.
what
That's
can
right.
you do?
It'll be special.
Mm-hmm. Get good pictures and everything. So
Yeah, so that's what you can plan on. For
Yeah.
a reception, 3 to 5 grand probably.
Yeah.
If you go just cheap.
and wedding dresses, fucking expensive. Just
Are they?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Haley's was $1,500.
Dude, Tammy got one off Amazon or whatever website she did. It was like 400 something bucks.
And hers was pretty.
Yeah. Go that route if you can, because you're going to wear it once and never see it again.
Yeah.
Can't
Like-
you rent dresses?
Yeah, you can rent a dress.
Well,
But you'll
Grace
be a
wants-
few $100 just for that.
Gracie's gonna buy a wedding dress and she's gonna spend a lot of money, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's true. And she wants to give it to our daughter.
So
Ew.
it's gonna be a nice one, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck
So,
that. That means you have to hang on to it for 20 years.
I won't be.
And how do you know she's even gonna want to wear that dress?
Or
for
if you'll have a daughter.
Right, you guys. Okay. But-
we need a girl on this podcast right now.
She was asking me about that today. Why don't you guys have girls on? I said, name one girl that would be interesting to talk to. And she didn't. And I said, there's your answer.
Oh, and we have like Saf. Saf was
Dude,
fun
we've
to
had a
talk to.
lot.
At
Girls who are
least two.
business owners
Yeah.
and like productive, going out in the world and stuff.
Right, I
Like-
know, but off the top,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Either way, it was just a funny
Unless you gotta
conversation.
think, who do we hang out with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly guys, yeah. We're gay.
Bromance.
Yep.
Best can hit that.
Yeah, so that's what you can expect for a wedding. And if you want
Yeah.
it somewhere nice, you'll probably be closer to 20,000.
Yeah, we're saving we're saving a bunch being able to do it at Mo and Hayes'. And they own a bunch of tables and chairs and the tent.
That's nice.
Yeah, we paid for the tent and everything. But all that.
You probably got discounted, right?
Oh, yeah. Little family discount.
All out
And,
helps a bunch.
and Uncle Sam's like our brother, so.
Yeah, sure. And her dad owns part of
Right,
the company, so
They
Yeah,
even
you guys will be
paid for our linens.
You guys will be fine.
Aunt Miranda did, and Uncle Jake just got our linens for us
Nice.
and stuff. It was nice.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of our rental tables, chairs, tents, everything was under $2,000,
Yeah.
which wasn't bad. Lighting, everything, just decked out.
Dude, I think I might do it at Grandma's as well.
It's so
Or-
nice.
We talked about Hank's, which we could deck that out and make it really nice too.
It's just not a huge yard, but it depends how big you want it.
Uncle
Yeah.
Monty's
But you can
is
make it
always
work
nice.
easy. Ew.
There's parking.
Out in
It's
Harriman,
nice.
bro?
He's got a big yard.
Oh yeah. I'm not doing that, but thank you for the recommendation.
He likes having them too, because he gets everyone over at his house.
Mm.
Yeah. No. And see, the issue is I'm not having everyone plus their fucking granddaddy there.
Fair
Dude,
enough.
do it.
Dude, I'm not.
Everyone and their granddaddy brings money.
See what I'm gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Set up my Cash App.
Okay.
Like, you know
That's
how
what-
people have gifts or whatever?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna do that.
Absolutely, they will.
That's
Absolutely
what
they
Emma
will.
did.
Yep.
Emma and her
Yep. And I was like,
I think they
that's the
got-
smartest fucking thing.
heaps. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
For everything, they just said, "Can we just get cash, or money?"
Because who wants to go online to the registry and be like, okay, let's go through this and find it on Amazon, then send them that. Or they could be like, here's $100 to Cash App.
We
Done.
did it. We did it both
Fair
ways.
enough.
We had a registry
Fucking sick.
and we had like a honeymoon fund. So people could go and get us a gift, or they could just give us cash. And then a bunch of people brought cash letters. So have yourself a little letter box
That's great.
where they can put in the notes.
Yeah.
We got a shitload just for Haley's bridal shower. Like 30 letters did, and all of them had between like $40 and $100 in them.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Either way, pretty cool.
What I'm telling you is this is going to be one of the easiest ways to make money in your life. So take advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And the bridal showers, the baby showers, all of that is just a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah. That'd be
So,
interesting. Well, I'm yet to have a baby, but
I'm just saying, in the future, that's what it'll bring.
yeah.
And take advantage of that because it's not cheap stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully your wedding will pay for itself. You might get some extra cash from her parents or whatever, if they decide to. But they're just paying for all the rental stuff, right? Pretty much
Yeah.
is the plan. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
So anything off the top is gonna be honeymoon material.
Yeah. I forget about that.
You guys have a honeymoon planned out yet?
We talked about Hawaii.
Hawaii'd be fun.
Hawaii would be fun.
Be fucking sick.
Hawaii's fucking far, by the way, boys. I was looking.
How many hours?
I don't know, but like the distance from California to Hawaii is like a United States length.
Really?
I was
That's
looking
far.
on my maps. It's fucking far.
Wait, from where to Hawaii?
From Cali to Hawaii. It's
Yeah.
like the closest landmass. It's like a United States length. On the maps that I use anyway.
Yeah.
It's far.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can fly us there.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be cool.
Fly wherever.
That'd be sick.
So yeah, it's about. It's looking on this map. It's like,
Well, how many miles is it from the U.S. to Hawaii?
let's see.
That's what we want to know. And then how long is the U.S.?
Depends if they count Alaska. Do it contiguous like that.
I'm sure they do.
Well, I just want to find out like how long it is across.
2,472 miles from California to Hawaii.
Fuck. And from the West Coast to the East Coast, it's approximately 3,000 miles.
Okay, so it's pretty close.
Almost a U.S. length. Yeah.
Look up the time from Utah or Salt Lake City to Hawaii.
You're probably 6 to 8 hours. What they'll probably do is fly you to Cali and then send you out from Cali
Yeah.
at LAX or something,
Yeah. That'd be
So,
sick.
where you can get on a little bit bigger plane. They need to have like beefier engines. I think they need to have more engines and stuff in case they have an engine failure
Yeah.
over the water.
so nonstop trip, the closest Honolulu would be 7 hours,
Yeah.
and it was
Okay.
that's a nonstop flight.
Yeah.
And then everywhere else is like 9 hours.
That's how long it takes to travel across the U.S. too by plane.
Yeah.
Between
7.
6 and 8 hours, yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Be way nice. Get some first class seats, bro.
There's a lot cheaper places that look just like Hawaii, though.
Yeah.
That's Hawaii's on like your bucket list or something.
It's not just an idea that we throw out.
Gotcha.
You already went on yours, right?
No, in May, we're going to Florida.
Florida.
Nice.
You know, we did. We kept ours cheap, and it was fucking nice.
Where'd you
Where'd
go?
you guys go?
St. George.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Yeah, we did
Why?
not keep ours cheap.
Yeah, we
We
went
stayed
to
at a nice hotel
Yeah.
over there on the beach.
Well, ours was still, I think, 400, 450 a night.
Okay, so yeah, that's about what we were doing.
Yeah. But we drove, and we drove and drove and drove. Like, the whole time we were down there, we drove and explored fucking everything. There's so much
That's
to
fun.
see down there. We drove out in the middle of the fucking desert, like, 2 hours in, and then drove back. And, like, it was crazy, dude. It was fun. Just trying to find these cool new locations. We found, like, a selenite mine that was dope as fuck. That was fun to go
That'd be
to.
cool.
Yeah, it was way cool.
You've been to Snow Canyon before?
Oh, yeah. Been there
So cool.
plenty of times, and it's beautiful. We went and did Zion's,
That's pretty.
drove through all there, the pink coral sand dunes, all sorts of fun stuff.
Where was
And-
the place that we went where Shazer went underground, like pretty far?
Yeah, that's the lava. It was like the lava tunnels or something down there.
Yeah, that place was fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. But no, we rented a. It was the presidential suite in a little like country club area down there. It's literally a house with a 7-foot wall all the way around it, a pool, a hot tub. So
Nice.
we went and bought food, made our own food and drinks and stuff, and all day. It's like got beautiful glass all the way around. It was
That's
fucking
nice.
dope.
That's
yeah,
cool.
That's
had
really cool.
coated key locks on both gates. Like I could swim naked
Oh, I like that.
in that bitch, and it was sweet.
Did you?
That's dope.
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely. Nice. It was fun as fuck.
That's dope. It sounds fun as shit.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. What about you? When are you getting married?
What? Oh, who knows, dude?
Yeah.
Is she the one?
No. Yeah, no, we've talked about it. We don't plan on getting married.
There you go.
Do you want to get married?
Yeah, absolutely. Want kids too.
Yeah.
Does she want kids?
No further comment.
All right.
It's working itself out.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know is the question or the answer. It might be a little later in life for me, just the way the
That's
the
great.
dice have rolled.
Well, the people you most associate with which is at work, are not going to be necessarily the family type for the most part.
No,
So-
a lot of people there don't. I mean, it is weird. I've seen like kind of a transition though. Everybody was like before, like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
All my friend group, they didn't want kids. None of them
Yeah.
liked kids, and then they all got engaged, and all of them got boyfriends now. And they're like, "Oh, I want a little family." I'm like, "Gotcha, bitch." Of course you do.
Hey, I'll do
You're
that.
all fucking lying.
Oh, and in high school when Tammy and I were dating, she's like, "Yeah, I don't know that I want kids." And then as we continue to date, she's like, "Yeah, I want kids."
I think that it gets to that point. Like, there's this another girl. I'm not gonna say names, obviously, but they travel a lot, and they're finally like 27. They're realizing, oh, okay, yeah, I need to find somebody to have kids with now.
Yeah, I'm not fulfilled. I need a kid.
Yeah.
The other thing is when people say they don't want kids, it just means I haven't found the right guy I want kids with.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's usually the
For me-
correct answer.
For me, I just don't know, because a while ago, actually, you started talking about it, and you were like, hey, have kids young,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can grow up with them.
Yeah.
And that kind of scared the shit out of me. So I was like in fucking anxiety mode thinking about it. And then after that, I was like, hey, just chill the fuck out. It'll come when it's ready, and it'll happen when it's supposed to, you know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
not stressed out. I don't want kids later, and I could do a kid right now. So it's basically whenever the universe deems to bless me with that, then that'll.
It's just
what it'll
whenever
be.
you put it out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when I told you, I don't know, I was like, within 2 years, I'm going to have a wife and a kid?
Yeah.
Shit fucking happened.
Fucking happen.
Like ASAP said, man, just whenever you put it out there.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying I just didn't want to stress out about it, because
Yeah,
I was
sure.
so stressed about it, and then it was like, okay, just let it go.
Well, luckily, you can produce for, forever.
Oh yeah,
Women drop off.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
That'll be fun.
If all the Mountain Dew and energy drinks doesn't kill all my sperm, I'll be all right.
Is that true?
Apparently.
Plastic will.
Let's just say I did fine.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think it's that significant. We were actually talking about it this weekend, and they were saying some people use Mountain Dew as a contraceptive.
Like a spermicide.
Yeah. They were like, yeah, I drank like 4 Mountain Dews a day.
Oh, God.
I don't know how we got pregnant.
Yeah, that
Idiots.
that doesn't work.
Dude, I was talking to someone at work the other day.
Mhm.
He said he's been with his girl for 2 years, and he hasn't used a condom once. And they don't have kids. Fucking
Does she
weird.
have a...
Some girls have a
Implant?
hard time doing it,
Yeah.
getting pregnant.
Some guys too.
Or right, they're not trying for a kid, but I'm like,
Right.
holy God.
Yeah.
I'd lose day one. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Mountain
could
Dew
happen.
doesn't kill sperm.
I don't know why it would.
It's a myth.
It's
It's
soda.
the yellow dye in caffeine that they're saying would ruin it, but there's not enough of it to really do any damage.
Caffeine seems like a weird one to me, because then coffee drinkers would be fucked too.
Yeah, but it's not so concentrated that it would like really do that much.
You ever seen an adult sit down and pound a pot of coffee? That's like 2 energy drinks.
True.
Yeah, it depends what energy drinks too, because like Red Bulls, a lot of cups of coffee have more caffeine than a Red Bull.
I think Monsters too. The white ones are like 140 maybe.
Yeah, that's like a strong cup of coffee.
Yeah.
What's a lot of caffeine? Like 500?
500. Yeah, the most I had in a day was like 700 plus. Don't do that. That's fucking
Yeah.
brutal. You'll end up crying for no reason.
I've
Even Nos only has 160.
So much
yeah,
anxiety.
they have way less than you think. Like when I first found out how much was in coffee, I was like, "What the fuck? This isn't as bad as I thought."
Yeah.
Because you see people drinking, 7, 8 cups of coffee a day, and then they get after you 1 energy drink. It's
About
so bad for you.
95
You're talking about your
milligrams.
parents. Just kidding.
No, my parents don't care at all.
Oh, okay.
So a normal cup of coffee is like 100 around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Depending how strong it is, you're 80 to 140-ish.
How big your cup of coffee is.
That too. Yeah, one espresso shot, you're about, I think, 60 to 80.
You know, I seen it. What was it? Beans and Brew? They have a 96-ounce cold brew that you can get.
Oh,
Jesus.
my
It's like
God.
$13, but I was like, holy shit. I think they call it the Buzz drink or
You-
the Buzz
you'd
crazy.
be dead. I got me a Trent at cold brew one time. That was the drink that just put it in motion. It was crazy. That was fucking wild. No, at Starbucks, I built up caffeine tolerance big time. I used to have a cold brew with 2 shots in it to wake up. And then I'd have another one on my shift and then I'd take a drink home. It's fucking rough.
Well,
It's too much, darling.
Yeah, that each of those probably had 300 in them. Easy.
seen Wally
It's
do
insane.
his a bang with a scoop of pre-workout in it.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
my lord. Who
He
hurt
did that
you?
like every single day.
It's not even fun at that point.
You're just shitting yourself
Yeah.
and being sad.
He's big. It worked.
There you go.
Ugh.
He's just
Yeah, it
pissed
sounds
off
rough.
at the weights.
I don't know. Caffeine's starting to not really work for me. My heart's like starting to do that. I'm like, I don't.
Stop.
Scared. Stop that.
Stop that.
Best
Yeah.
is like give it a week or two break and then you get an energy drink and it's just like heaven, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Just so awake. Mm-hmm.
Hell
Problem is with energy drinks is you're stealing energy from the next day. Because you have an energy drink one day, the next morning you wake up, you're all, oh, God.
Well, yeah.
What did I do?
I mean, a little health lesson. Having like a bunch of caffeine constantly every day is actually killing your body's natural ability to create energy. So you start having to rely on it because it's a, what do they call that? Shit, it'll come back to me. But
Accelerant?
no, there's some word that had to do
Adrenaline?
with it. Adrenal glands or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stimulates your adrenals.
Yeah. So basically, you're fucking yourself if you're drinking tons of energy drinks every day, which I do. So I'm a hypocrite, but still,
So good, though.
it's so good.
I don't know. I'm so confused why 3 to 5 hours put me to sleep. Just weird.
What do you mean?
What
It's
does?
caffeine crash.
3 5-hour energies?
Yeah.
The first time we had
Put me
an
to
energy
sleep.
drink at Noah's birthday when you were like 13.
14,
14,
baby.
yeah.
That put me to sleep when I finished that.
Oh,
yeah.
Assed out. Punk.
Shit don't even make
Yeah,
sense.
well, because it
You
sends
always
up
ask
and
that
then
on
it hard
game nights.
crashes you.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
that one was fast though. Finished
Reset.
that thing and I was just all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't stay up all the way through the night. Simply doesn't happen.
Have you ever?
Yeah, I've seen the sun maybe 3 or 4 times.
Okay. I
We
was
should
gonna
do
say,
that
I
again.
thought we had a couple of them where it was successful, but
Oh, well, it also helps when the blinds are closed and you're hanging out with the lights on, and then next thing you know, the sun's coming up, and you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
gotta go to bed.
I
Damn
did
it.
that last week and remembered I wasn't 16
Oh
anymore.
my God. Your whole next day is ruined.
Oh, dude, it was painful. Just at work.
And you wake up. It's the worst. You wake up so crusty-eyed too. Like you couldn't get enough sleep.
Yeah, and you're like hungry and shaky. That's bad.
Mouth's all dry.
Yeah. I think the latest I've stayed up in recent time was like maybe 2.
Yeah.
Maybe just after that.
last
Some of
night
the-
I was up
some
till
of the arc nights.
1 and I took a nap today and I'm just like, fucked my body.
One
Yeah.
doesn't work when you work early. So I start work at 6.
Yeah, I was up till about 11:30
can't be doing
last
that
night.
shit.
It was-
Yeah.
Even that was a lot.
Oh yeah.
It kicked my bedtime to 8 o'clock, starting it at 6.
Oh yeah, dude.
You guys start at 6?
Mm-hmm.
Since when? I thought it was always 7.
No, just moved it up another hour.
That's the way to do
I
it.
do 6 to 2:30.
That's what Full Blown did.
Yeah.
6 to 3, and it's fucking nice.
Yeah,
It
that's-
is.
But
so
they have an
nice.
hour lunch.
Mm.
So, yeah.
6 to 2:30. You work a half. If you work till noon, you've got 6 out of 8 hours for the day. It's so nice,
Yeah.
and you can leave if you're leaving early. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
You got a full day of workout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the rest of your night. That's the way to do it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I
feels good.
pull a little stronger hours, but on my days where I can actually pull hours, I didn't even work today.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's all good.
Oh yeah.
Gives time to chill.
Well,
Yep.
anybody that lives in Utah knows it's finally spring, so that's exciting.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if it stays spring.
Let me see what the
Yeah, what's
I need
the
it
weather,
too,
man?
so the weather's nice on my wedding.
let me see what the 10-day
Appreciate
forecast
that.
looks like for Salt Lake City.
And for your bachelor, I don't want to freeze to death up there.
It's gonna be like 50 degrees, so bring warm clothes.
Ouch.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll be getting some rain
Alright.
Wednesday night, and then it's pretty much sunny and nice until next week. Then it'll
Sweet.
start getting cold again. About mid next week, probably start getting back down to the 50s, 60s, and stuff.
Oh, we're starting
Why?
fall early. I see.
That was nice spring and fall. Classic Utah.
Yeah.
Weird.
So Logue,
What?
did you make an announcement last week on the pod?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're engaged.
Uh-huh.
We didn't talk about pricing and stuff. How much does an engagement cost you? How much did the whole trip and everything cost you? Because you went on a trip for it.
Uh-huh. I would say,
Because we're trying to get some realistic numbers on what it costs to get engaged, married, set up trust, do it all right, right?
yeah, well, just for the engagement and the drive and all that, I'd say about 1,900. Because the ring was 1,500. Hotel was like 135. Then we got snacks, dinner, gas.
So you're probably closer to over $2,000, just
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Dang. There you go.
So that's the reality of, I guess, going out of state.
Yeah. So have you guys ever heard of the saying that a engagement ring is supposed to cost 3 months' salary?
I have heard that, and
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell it comes from.
Me neither. I thought that was like the tradition.
I've never heard that in my life.
That is so much money.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's like 12 grand for a ring for me.
Yeah.
That is too much.
12 months' salary for me right now, or 3 months' salary. That's not too bad.
It'd be zero.
Gas
for me.
station ring from the gumball machine.
Yeah, I put in a quarter.
Dude.
Let's see. Let's see
Yeah.
where that comes from. I want to know.
Oh, also the fact that some people say he got to buy an engagement ring and a wedding ring. Fuck that. Have the engagement ring be the wedding ring. Or else it's going to just be astronomical for no reason.
So I actually did both,
So,
and I was only about
Jesus.
I was just over 1,300 or just under 1,300
Minus
because
25.
my
The fuck?
my wedding ring, like I got the engagement ring, it was a band, and then the wedding ring had the band and her wedding ring. So the band was the engagement ring, and then the actual wedding ring was put on at the wedding, and then we soldered them together.
Oh, okay.
So
So the
it's
band's
two-
not that expensive.
No, it was two parts of one ring essentially. Engage with one, solder them together.
Right. Okay.
That's basically what we did.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the band was. When the lady asked me, I was like, no. Just a ring, please.
I don't want a band. I don't need any music.
Yeah. Hard pass.
So the 3-month rule stems from a marketing campaign that De Beers Diamond Company ran in the 1930s.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
and
it's old.
It's old.
Yeah.
And it was saying, like, you can only show your true love if you spend 3 months of your salary.
Nah, dog.
Which-
I'm
which
spending
now
more
sounds
than that
really
over
stupid.
time.
You're going to show true bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me buy you the moon.
What was
babe.
3 months' salary back then? Let's find that out.
$500.
Yeah.
If
so
that.
1930s.
1930s.
That might be quarter steak territory, huh?
Yeah.
That would
Guys.
have been like
Well,
10,500 for me.
what was the average salary in,
Yeah,
in
fuck
30,
one, huh?
1930?
Yeah, fuck that.
30s.
That's insane.
So it only give me the year, and it's $5,000
For a
per
year.
year.
So divide that by 12,
Yeah,
600
about-
bucks a month-ish.
Yeah.
What's that
So you're like
today?
So you're like $1,800. We're right on par, boys.
Yeah,
So,
we
yeah,
did
it's-
it.
It's about 12 grand.
At 1,200.
1,200.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Hey, I spent 3 months' salary. Yeah.
In the 1930s.
In the 1930s, yeah.
I'd have spent double that.
But that's so much more. What's $1,200 in today's money? That's probably 30 grand.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking house back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what did you spend?
25? Almost spent
Jesus.
5. She showed me a ring that was fucking gorgeous. I was very hard pressed not to buy that one.
Y'all, these beautiful rings with the diamonds and everything. Get the main diamond as moissanite. It's almost as hard and it's way fucking cheaper.
It's pretty too.
And it's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
20 grand.
Oh my god.
1,200 in
It's
the
not even
1930s
feasible.
would be 20 grand.
Maybe if you were 28 and hadn't had a job or lived at home still, or had a job and lived at home.
It's like
in a
buying-
good paying job.
It's like buying a whole car for your
Yeah.
engagement ring.
Yeah. I'd rather just buy her a car, which
for
is going to
real.
be like 50 grand.
Oh hell yeah.
with
Yeah.
a Ring camera on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bought you the ring you always wanted.
Did I tell you guys the Asian joke yet?
Oh, what's the Asian joke?
What's got two wings and a halo?
An angel?
An Asian phone call. Wing wing. Hello.
What the fuck?
Sorry, it just popped into my head. I couldn't resist.
Why though?
I don't know.
I like it. You about to go be a
Alright.
stand-up comedian, dog?
No, fuck that. No, that is not my dream job at all.
Who needs their mics attached? right?
Anyways, back to wedding stuff.
Yeah. Our microphone just fell off. Well, Xavier's did. So, technical
You just gotta quit
difficulties.
fiddling with the thing.
I was
Just
really nervous.
unplug it real quick and screw it on. That might work.
Hold on, 1 second.
Well, we can still talk.
Oh yeah. So engagement, depending on what kind of ring you get, you're planning
Yeah.
on, we'll say $2,000 to $5,000.
Yeah,
if
realistically.
you're being realistic with it, unless you want to go crazy with the engagement ring, then whatever, or a wedding ring. Wedding, if you're cheap wedding, you're probably $3,000 to $6,000. If you want to go expensive wedding, sky's the limit. I've heard of people doing $50,000, $60,000 weddings. Like, yeah,
Well, they have TV shows about people that spend that much. I mean, $100,000 plus on weddings. You know.
yeah.
It's just,
but
you're
why?
paying that for life. It's a student loan.
For one day, and there's no return on investment.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess you could argue that one, but still, that's rugged.
Well, there's really not. Kids are an expense. A wife is an expense.
Yeah.
Like, life is an expense.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess happiness.
Happiness, fulfillment, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. After the wedding, name changes happen. Name changes cost money.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
What?
So your wife will have to go through, if she chooses to take your name or whatever, then she'll have to go through
She will.
and get all, like, her license renewed, her passport renewed, her name renewed on all of her bank accounts, on literally every single document she's filled out. Like, as an ID, she'll have to get changed. Yep.
Wait, so you have to get a new driver's license? Pretty
Oh
much?
yeah, everything. I knew everything, because you change your name.
Wow.
Name changes for weddings are a little easier and cheaper. I think we were probably all told between 500 and 1,000 for all of it. Because I've heard if you want to change your name like normally, like change your first name and everything, it's a lot more expensive. She got a new social security card, everything.
Like Soulfire.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's odd.
So everything needs to change. They sell packets and stuff that has like all the necessary paperwork. So you buy that for like 100, 150, fill everything out, and then pay whatever fees are associated with each piece of paperwork.
Wow. All right. Good to know.
Yep.
And after that?
After that, let's see. Honeymoon, of course.
David.
That's depending on where you want to go, of course. Our honeymoon was probably 3,500 total. I would guess. That was buying food, drinks, the hotel, driving, gas, everything. But we just drove down to St. George and had a blast.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, your honeymoon's gonna be a little more expensive.
Yeah,
You'll
the
probably do
hotel alone
6.
was 35.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we got
Wait, how long you going?
5 days.
Okay, ours was 4.
Okay, so 5 days in
might have been
Florida
5
plus
days, 4 nights.
flight was $1,000 because we're going to Tampa and they don't do flights to Tampa really.
So you got to lay over and go.
No, straight to Tampa. That's why we have a red eye flight.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was more expensive doing that. But otherwise, they had the flights for like 17 hours. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, where you have a massive layover. And all that. Yeah.
So yeah, $1,000 for the flight and then $35 for the hotel.
You could have flown close and then get a rental car and drive.
Yeah,
You
I
get a
hadn't
rental car
realized how
anyway.
close Orlando was.
Oh, is it super close to Tampa?
An hour and a half, but half the price for the tickets.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
Fuck.
There's your rental car expense paid for.
Mhm. So next time.
Yeah, next time. Now you know. That's why we learn, right?
hmm Then if anybody wants to go to the other side of Florida, just go to Orlando.
There
It's
you go.
$250 to fly there for one person.
That's not bad. That's just going economy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Hell yeah. I got to upgrade to first class on a flight down to, what was it? It was actually down to Florida, I think. No. Florida, Arizona. And they let me do an upgrade to first class for like 95 extra bucks on one of my flights. Hell
That's
yeah.
cool.
That was fun.
Yeah, I think we'll wear our stuff that says newlyweds. Sometimes they give you, upgrade your seats for you and stuff.
That would be sweet.
I think
Nice.
that's what Huddy and Bella did.
That's
They
a
went
good
and they
idea.
gave them a bunch of free shit.
Dude, that's good.
So yeah, hopefully we'll wear hoodies that say newlyweds and stuff.
Yeah. That's a grand
Or
idea.
honeymoon stuff, yeah.
Stick your cash app on the rental car.
Yeah. Except
Seriously.
for we can't rent a car. Not 25.
You can rent a car. It just costs way more.
Oh. Well, we won't be renting a car.
Yeah. It costs almost double. I did it, and it was fucking expensive.
Yeah.
You guys look young enough. You could probably do that for till you're 30.
Yeah.
Newlyweds. That'd be
Every
sick.
time you go out.
But, yeah. Hopefully the newlywed thing gets us some shit, but
Yeah,
I don't really care if it does.
So you're just gonna be Ubering or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Plans
expensive
to really
as
just
shit.
stay on the beach, honest.
Yeah.
You
Just
guys
hang
aren't
out.
going
There's
to
a pier down there. And
Disney World or?
no,
No,
we're going to
what-
be on the
what
other
would
side
you-
of the state from Disney World.
Oh.
Careful with Tampa. I heard it's kind of ghetto.
Is it? Oh. Well, it's not actually Tampa. It's Clearwater. It's St.
Okay.
Petersburg. It's about half hour from Tampa.
That's good.
Is
That's
that where
bueno.
the Scientologists are? Clearwater?
I don't know. That's where Lacey did her wedding.
You heard of Clearwater Revival, dog?
No, is it?
It's a band.
I think.
But yeah,
that's
wherever Lacey did her wedding, that's where we're going.
That's
that
cool.
city.
Nice. You'll have to take pictures. I'll have to see it. See if I want a vacation there,
I
Or
heard
if I'm
it's
down
pretty
in
awesome.
Florida sometime, we'll just drive there.
I heard there's a cool thing you can do there. Since the state's so small, you can watch the sunrise on the one side and the sunset on the other. You can drive.
Yeah, dude,
See
you're going to be where all the Scientologists are.
Oh, you definitely could. See the sunrise over the Atlantic and sunset over the Gulf of Mexico?
Uh-huh.
That'd be sick.
I think a lot of people do that. Was a trip my parents were talking about doing that.
You guys are going what time of year again?
May 15th.
Okay, that's good. It's not hurricane season. That's more towards the fall.
Yeah, that would have been a no.
Yeah, hurricanes are no fun. But they are pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind seeing one, but like from a distance.
So how much did you say
Yeah.
your full trip would cost?
So just the hotel and flight was about 45.
So
Dang.
I'm guessing 6 to 7 grand.
Yeah, I'm sure
Because
it will
you're
be.
going to go eat out in nice places. You're going to be paying for Ubers, all this stuff. Oh, yeah.
Haley's
Drinks.
got an expensive streak in her. She said she wants to spend money. So
Uh-oh.
Hey, I mean, if it's your honeymoon and it's like a one-time thing, like why not?
yeah,
Wait, just show her how to spend money into whole life policies.
I'm working on it.
Dude, Fiji for 2 people for 1 week is $2,000.
That's probably just the bare minimum everything, isn't it?
You
Yeah,
think
we
so?
could-
I don't know. I
we
just looked at the
upgraded
average.
everything basically, except for the flight. But
That's dope.
super nice. The hotel room with the balcony and the view of the Gulf and
Ha ha ha.
That'd be
yeah,
so
a nice
cool.
one. Yeah.
That'll be sick. So far we've racked the expenses up to what, about 12, maybe 12 to 15 grand for everything through the honeymoon.
Probably.
All right, and that's if you're going like cheap to moderate.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Okay.
next expense you're looking for. As a married couple, you're gonna want to, of course, have your whole life policies, which we always advocate for. You guys already got some, so you'll be fine. That's not gonna be any extra for you. Next thing you're gonna want is a trust. Trusts aren't too bad. Depending on who you go through, we went through. His name is Jim Birch, and he's awesome. It took us about an hour of our time. It was a phone call. We talked through everything, like all the specifics. Who do you want to take care of you if you're a vegetable? Who do you want to inherit the trust when you die? Do you want to be resuscitated? You know, things like that. And that took us about an hour or just over for the phone call. But we already had talked about a lot of this, and so we knew the answers, right? And that 1 hour took cost about $700 to set up a trust.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, so now
No.
all of our assets will flow into the trust, and we are the trustees, the wife and I. And so we have access to those items when the other person passes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
So that's not bad. And then comes the cost of kids, if you choose to have them. Kids, For hospital expenses, if you've got good insurance, you're probably like we're paying, I think 150 to 200 a month. This was after insurance, and we're paying that for the next, I don't know, 5 years or something like that. And then we also pay like food, clothes, babysitting costs. That's going to be the most expensive one for us right now, babysitting costs. Food and clothes, you're probably $200 a month, maybe a little less, just depending on what you're getting them. And then babysitting for us is $500 a month, so we're about $800 a month in expenses for baby. So just plan on that.
Average cost for raising a kid in 2022 is $1,500 to $1,700.
A month?
No, a year.
Right, yours would be about that if you weren't paying for.
Yeah, if I wasn't paying babysitting, it'd be about that, yeah.
Did you guys have insurance when you had her?
Yes, we had good insurance.
So you're saying yours is a little more than that because of babysitting?
Yeah,
So
it,
800 a
it
month.
more than doubles my cost.
Oh, that's only 9.
Yeah, it's about 10 grand a year.
Okay.
Not bad, really.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be about right. And that's excluding like birthdays or any events or,
Right.
buying Easter stuff, Christmas presents, whatever. So I'm probably closer to 12,000 a year for her. But
That's not as bad as I thought, actually.
it's not bad.
And what did you guys pay to have her before insurance?
Total cost was I think just over or just under $30,000. After insurance, oh yeah.
To have her?
Yeah. So we had the midwives that we had. They were $2,500, and then because we had to do the hospital, and we did the C-section and everything, that was expensive. All the medications, everything. We were, right around 30 grand. So after insurance stepped in, I can't remember our exact cost. I think it was somewhere around 10-ish.
Wow.
Maybe a little less, but yeah.
That's with good insurance.
Yeah, it was pretty good insurance.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, it's not cheap to have a baby, especially if you're going to the hospital. But I mean, those hospitals are pretty nice, and you have to pay the what are they called? Like the OB. You got to pay the OB every time you go in. You got to pay the gynecologist. You got to pay
Right.
Literally, we were getting bills for months after, from different people. Like, I didn't know they were separate. We got bills separate from the hospital and our doctor. Like, what the fuck?
How does that work? Doesn't he work for the hospital?
He owns his own practice and comes into the hospital and works.
What the hell?
And so charged us separate. That's what made our costs so high. If we just had a doctor who worked under the hospital, it might not have been as bad.
So can you request that?
I'm sure you could.
I'm sure you could figure it out, yeah. But you're still going to have just fees left and right
Sure.
coming at you for months and months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think our cost all told was going to be close to 10 grand. So,
Surely it ain't too bad.
no, it's not that bad. Yeah.
All these not too bads add up to a bad though.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, so we're bringing in, I mean, my paychecks vary greatly, so we're probably bringing in net after taxes and everything like $3,000 a month-ish. Probably just over that. And we're still able to almost max out baby's whole life policy. That's going to be the next expense. Whole life policies on your kids. As soon as they're at least 2 weeks old and have a social security number, then they can get a policy on them.
Right.
Yep. And it's cheap as shit for babies, like so cheap. And once they make it past that first 2 weeks, so cheap. Her minimum payment is $40 a month,
That's not bad at all.
and it's $200,000 in coverage.
That's not.
And it is good until age 100 for her, so she might actually get the payout at the end. Because if you make it through your 100-year contract, then they just pay you out.
And she's Asian. Good chance she'll make it.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, they got them long lives. And the way technology's going, the medical industry's going, like people are going to start living longer lives. So she might see the payout.
That would
Or,
be cool.
or more preferably, it would be our grandkids and their kids who see the payout, right? When she's old and has her own, is it progeny?
Progeny.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the way to like link one of your kids to your credit card so it like goes on their
Yeah, I heard that's
Credit
mostly
score?
bullshit.
really?
Yeah, because the credit card company's going to see you at 18 years old applying for a credit card, and they're going to be like, oh, you have 18 years of credit history. That's fucking BS. So you have a credit score of, starting credit score.
Yeah.
Like, we're not counting all this other stuff.
Okay.
I have heard, yes, it's good for, like, maybe their history, but also, if you are not 100% sure that you're going to be 100% good on your credit all the time, always, I wouldn't do that because I've heard of more people being fucked over by that than not.
Gotcha.
Because you never know what life's going to throw at you. Something may go wrong, and in fact, something will probably go wrong. And so if you're willing to take that chance for your kid, if it will benefit them, it might be worth it. But in more cases than not, I've heard that just screws the kid's credit.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that at all.
But I haven't done a ton of research into it. This is just me talking to people like, oh yeah, my parents had me on their credit forever, and
Yeah.
their credit was terrible, and they fucked me,
I just seen something on Instagram that was saying like that,
Yeah.
so I was like kind of interested, see if that would be a good way to like help your kid out. But
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. You'd also have to trust your kid all the way through their beginning life,
Why? They can't get it until they're 18.
They
And then
can
that's on
swipe
them.
your card. If their name's on the card, they can swipe it and sign for it.
Oh, rat bastard.
Yeah. So if you happen to have a kid that decides to go down a funky path, it might
Simply
get
wouldn't
weird.
Tell them.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it.
just don't even tell them that you have it until they're 18.
Yeah, if you were
There you
going to
go.
be good about it.
Yeah. Like I said, you'd have to be able to guarantee in your own mind that your credit will always be 100%.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not doing them any favors.
What's the starting rate?
I think it's like 630
Yeah,
ish.
that's 630, 650, probably,
let's
depending
find
on what credit union.
What people start out at.
It's not very good.
Yeah, I mean, you
Not
have no
bad.
history, no credit, anything. So usually you'll start out with a $500 card. They'll see how you can handle that, and then eventually you get up there, and there you go.
It still takes for freaking ever to get credit up.
Sure does.
Dude, I'm always applying for higher and higher credit limits.
That's my one card. I just check because it lets me do combined income with me and Haley, and we make a shit ton together.
Yeah.
So it just my payment gets or my credit gets to go up a lot every time. It's $3,000, and I can do it like once a month.
Hell yeah.
That's sweet.
Wait, you're increasing your limit by $3,000 a month?
Yeah, if I apply,
That's
they just
fucking dope.
instantly approve me for $3,000 every time I've tried.
So what's your credit limit now, dog?
Only $9,000. I've only done it a few times, but
Fuck
every
yeah.
time I've tried, it's gone up. I started at $1,500, and then they just one day increased it, and then I was like, shit, I wonder if I could do that again. And then I
Hell
got
yeah.
on the app and did it again.
Fuck yeah.
cool.
But
It kind of like varies. It doesn't give me a solid number. It says it starts around 500.
Ouch.
that seems
Which I don't
low.
know if
Okay.
that's, yeah, that seems like really
'Cause I
low.
thought I started around a 650.
I thought I did too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe they changed
I
it.
imagine you make one successful payment, and they're like, sweet. Up to
That's-
$650.
Yeah.
I may not have paid attention to it a lot until I was like 19, and I had a car loan the whole time I was 18, so
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Yeah. I've also had loans since I was 18, so. Mm.
Yeah.
My Credit Karma says I'm like 770, 768.
Yeah,
I
I'm
checked.
766. I just checked.
Nice, yeah. I'm
That's
at
pretty decent. You know what was cool? One time
768.
I did my taxes on TurboTax, and they'll tell you for your age group where you line up for your credit and your income for your age group, like what percentage of
On
the population.
TurboTax? So what percentage of the population are you?
It showed only a few years ago, but it was like top 25% for
Nice.
income.
Hell yeah.
But every year I do it, I check because I want to know. But
Yeah. Mine's a 789 right now. It's pretty low. But we just paid off our credit card, so it should go up soon.
That's good. So it says in your 20s and 30s, a good credit score is between 663 and 671, while in your 40s and 50s, a good score is 682.
what?
Fucking hell.
That's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Aim for a credit score in the 700s.
Or above.
Yeah.
I'm on
Why not go
670 right
850?
now.
Wait,
So you're right
it
on
just
track?
says it.
You're right on track for your age group.
Yeah.
Actually, you're
Towards the upper end.
Yeah, towards the upper end of your age group.
Yeah.
That's fucking sad.
That's low. That's so low.
Awful.
It's not. Haven't even been trying particularly hard to make my credit go up either.
A
Dude,
lot of
it-
times when
it-
they go ahead.
It drops the older people get. Wait 1 second.
Why? Because they're
It
spending
says-
less money.
No, it just says the average FICO score and then the age. So 20-year-old 681, 21 670, 22 664, 23 662.
Dang.
That's fucking terrible. Our culture's fucked.
Just not taught about it. Probably
Yeah.
people just don't pay attention, I think.
You ever remember a high school or college course that said how to use your credit card successfully?
Nope, I didn't even know how to write a check.
Yeah, exactly. And I've had to learn that one too.
Yeah.
I still don't know how to write. I've never had to write a check.
Yeah, there you go.
I used to have
Weird.
to pay my like rent for some reason. It made me get a check, but
There you go.
Yeah, my landlord only takes cash.
Nice. I get to pay almost $3,000 on my credit card a month and then pay it off instantly for rent. I got lucky with that. Looks good.
Yeah, that's
wait, you
nice.
can pay your rent on your credit card?
Sure as shit.
Nice.
Yep. I got lucky.
So nice.
Lots of points.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
I can't use because the guy that my landlord's old. He's like, do I look like I know how to use a credit card, Cash App, or Venmo?
Yeah.
It's like, fair enough.
I'll get you cash, dog.
Great point. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I have a 3% credit card use. Average age of my credit is 3 years, and I have 14 total accounts.
You have a lot.
Jesus.
I might have like 5.
That's not just credit cards. That's like total accounts, I think.
Yeah.
Like loans and everything.
I think so.
Wow, I gotta pee.
Let me see. It might be cards. Oh yeah, I have 7. Oh no, it was cars too. So I have 7 open card accounts right now, and my total credit that I can use is like
Oh.
57,000 or
Okay,
something.
yeah, I have 7 total accounts too, and 2% credit usage.
Nice. Not bad.
1.5 years of credit age. Wait, how does that math? Because I've had a loan since I was 18.
I think it gets your average.
Oh, okay, that would make sense then.
Yeah. So I've had loans
Okay.
since I was 18 too. Well, I guess I don't have the same loan.
Yeah, well, neither do I.
Yeah, so
I
a lot of
guess-
those are closed, so that is probably like average age.
All right, yeah, then that makes sense. I was gonna say, because I got a loan. I've had 4 years. I've had credit in some sort, a
Yeah.
loan or something.
Yep. That's pretty fun though. Credit's way cool. Use it wisely. For the listeners, please use it wisely. Cause you get it up over that 30% marker, and your credit starts hurting.
Sure.
So
Trust me, I've done it before. It fucks you over.
Yeah.
So hard.
So for a $500 card, if you're using like more than $150 or so, $175 on that card, then it could get you if you're not paying it off every month. Yeah. It's much easier to utilize your credit smarter when you have a higher credit limit. And to keep that credit limit high, you got to have good credit. So play it smart in the beginning, and eventually it'll math out nicely. My next goal is to have a card with a limit of $25,000 plus.
Sweet.
Yeah. I could probably apply for that. I'll have to check it out.
Also helps having a lot of income.
Yes.
That's
that
like
helps
right
a
now I'm a
lot.
dual income, so we make a shitload.
Yeah, you guys are probably pushing 150 plus.
Nah, 120.
Okay.
No, we
That's
were
not bad.
119 last year.
That's not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Too shabby.
So that is the other nice thing about having or being married is you can start combining finances. When you apply for cards, it can be both of your income, things like that, and you'll be able to get higher income or higher credit limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So yeah, we've talked about this before too, but I'll bring it up again since we're talking about marriage. What's the pros
Absolutely.
and cons to, you can be married, but what if you didn't do it under the state? Because I know a lot of people are like, it's just a piece of paper. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah. So if you do it under the state, well, let's just go with the thing of you don't do it under the state. So you are not a relation to that person until you have lived together for 7 years plus. Then you have what's called a civil union under the state. And then you have a lot of you can be in the hospital room with them and things like that. Your family, sort of, right?
Yeah.
You have tax benefits. You have both of your deductions combined together against your income. So if you have one income, but you're both having deductions, that could be beneficial. Or you'll have them as an independent. Also, you have two incomes that you can combine. You can file taxes jointly, which gives you tax deductions. You can have them as like I'd say like power of attorney and stuff. You could probably do that anyways. If you own a trust, give them the power of attorney, all that jazz together. But the biggest things are going to be taxes, and they can pretty much go anywhere with you.
And I know Grandma Tawny, she had a hard time with this because she wasn't technically married to Grandpa Nate, so she didn't
Yeah.
get Social Security or anything. Like,
Yep.
it was a big legal battle for
There's
her
that.
to get Social Security, and
Yep.
that's all I know.
Social Security income, any sort of death benefits, like equity in houses after they pass.
Yeah, any will.
Any will.
State might creep in.
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically, it makes it a lot more complicated when you're not
Yeah.
signed on the paper.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Definitely get married under the state, even though it's not technically their business. They do have control of everything else. So, if you want to have access to that with you and your partner, then you're going to want to get that marriage license. Yeah. Smart way to do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the next expense you'll run into? After that, I mean, it's pretty much just living together.
Yeah.
Schooling if you want to do it. As long as you don't have, what's that staticky sound? Who is that?
I do hear it.
That's you. Yours is loose. Thank you,
Stick it
okay.
in.
Whatever.
Deeper.
Also, like arguments and stuff like that. We could go through that and how each of us kind of maneuver it.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of interesting.
Absolutely.
I would just say communication for sure is the biggest key. Like for me personally, if we're getting into something, like let her have her piece and fucking talk and don't cut her off. Has been a kind of a big deal. And then, like to start out, if I can tell that something's off, then I'll be like, all right, look, let's take it back 5 minutes, pretend like none of this happened, and then restart from this point, and we can talk about it and be cordial. And that's how I've done it, and I mean, it works greatly. Obviously, sometimes it gets out of hand where it's like, all right, we get to really fucking work on this, or just take a break and leave for a bit. It's easy. That's just something that I do.
That'll work for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one that's been married for however long.
Yeah, about, I think this is our 3rd year.
Yeah.
Yeah, in September it'll be 3 years.
Nice.
So, yeah. 27th, by the way. September 27th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, wait.
Remembered.
Yes, I confirmed. Yep. Well, we had a lot of different dates. You know, we had the date we started dating, which we celebrated that for 6 years or 7 years before we got married.
Of course.
And so that date stuck in my brain more than our wedding date.
Right.
And so we got our wedding date now that I get to remember. And then there's baby's birthday that I definitely won't forget. Her birthday. There's just a lot of fucking dates, okay?
Yeah.
Once you get so far into it, there's dates for everything. The date we got engaged, which, by the way, we were engaged for like a year and a half, I think, before we got married.
2 months.
There you go.
Nice.
Crazy.
Yeah, just the way it works.
Well, how is it being married? What do you guys do?
That's good. Usually, we worked a lot of stuff out. Usually about once a month or so, we start getting into the same arguments that have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice that. And usually it doesn't have anything to do with how you're actually doing life or anything. It just so happens that one of us is a little more emotional at the time, and you just kind of deal with it and go
period.
from there. Yeah. So that increases their hormones, which increases a lot of it'll amplify a lot of their anxieties, their angers, any insecurities, things like that. That'll amplifies, and so a lot of these things will come to the surface that aren't really huge issues, but just argue about it. every month, and there you go. you just kind of be like, really? All right. Let's talk about this next week, you know?
Yeah.
Talk about it later.
Yeah. But it's not bad. And if there's actually, first of all, you got to have the time and you got to be able to see each other and have the time enough to argue, which right now, or we'll say recently, has been an issue. You don't even have a chance to argue when you're both super busy. So, and you're both
That's
taking
true.
care of baby, all that jazz. Like, what do you argue about? Nothing. You're just happy to see each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really not bad. There's not a ton of arguing on our part, but we've hashed that out over the years before we got married and things like that. You know,
Yeah.
we hashed out a lot of it. Now it can just be small arguments about small stuff. Rarely do we have big arguments.
Yeah.
You know,
She never punch your face?
no, not
sad.
not in a fight.
That's funny.
Right on.
Yeah, no. I try to avoid all physical contact because you already know who's gonna win that one. So
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
yeah, you just kind of avoid that. I found the biggest thing is time.
Yeah.
Time. Just let it have some time. You know, maybe you'll go to bed one night and you won't say goodnight to each other or something. Maybe it'll simmer for a day or so, and then nothing happens. It's like,
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe not the best way to go about it, but it's the way that has worked. And usually, like most problems can be solved with time.
Yeah.
So you give it some time, you give it some thought, some deep thought. I mean, worst case scenario, you're getting into a big argument, and you're like, all right, let me think about this for a couple days. And then by the time a couple days are over, it's like, yeah, you've got some answers to the questions, and they're not as mad about it.
Yeah.
But it gives them something to be like, all right, he's working on that, or he's thinking about it, right?
Right.
It's on his brain. So, yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time
Yeah.
is the secret.
We don't butt heads very much, but
Yeah, you
I'm
guys
sure we'll
talk
get
at
into
all?
it eventually. Well, that's a lot of quiet time.
I'll bet.
Neither of
You
us
guys
are
are both
super
pretty
chatty.
quiet people, yeah.
Yeah. Sure, we'll get into some things eventually, but also we've only been living together for a few months. We're busy planning a wedding and doing shit, so
Yeah.
we don't have time to
It will-
get into
it will
each
come in
other's
time.
nitpickies.
Yeah, it will come in time. I mean, eventually the rose-tinted glasses, they do wear off. And
Definitely
eventually,
still at the honeymoon phase for sure.
oh, yeah.
So
I mean, you know, everybody is for the first few years. And then once that starts wearing off, you start noticing small things. Your partner starts to become human instead of this idolized being that you have with you, things like that.
Yeah.
They start becoming another human. And then you start going from that infatuated love, that excited love, into more of a committed love where you wake up and you choose. You're like, yes, this is my family. Yes, this is my wife. You could, like, either of you could go get someone else maybe, but it doesn't matter. You're choosing into this, right? You might have the newest, biggest, baddest man or woman out there that you'd want to go after, like either of you. But it's like, no, I'm choosing to be this one because this is what I committed to. And it has a lot of benefits that way. You always have a buddy to come home to, and it's fun. Talk about whatever the hell you want, and
Yeah.
eventually you've talked about most everything, so it's pretty quiet a lot of times. But yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know.
it's fun.
No experience.
What's your longest relationship so far?
This one.
Okay,
How long?
been almost a year, right?
Been almost a year.
Nice.
Probably once a day.
There you
maybe,
go.
Maybe 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah, so you have relationships like that, and then you have relationships like Jesse's. And you just don't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard relationships that fight small and often can be more successful.
I've heard that as well.
But it depends what you fight about, the reasons you fight. There's so many factors.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Yep, there is that.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir.
Constantly fighting is not beneficial for anybody.
Right.
And what it does is it will breed resentment.
Yeah.
So be careful. You don't want to get on your deathbed and they're clipping your nails down to the nail beds, making your fingers bleed because they're like, I hated you for 40 years.
That
Right?
would be a weird one.
No, Jordan Peterson talked about a story like that, dog. Fucked up.
I 100% believe that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I got pretty blessed. She's super chill.
That's good.
Cry if she gets overwhelmed sometimes, and we kind of just chill and do our own deal together.
Nice.
Pretty sweet.
My best saying that I love for the end of time, and this too shall pass. For everything.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
I've looked into
This too
getting.
shall pass.
They make rings that say that. Thought about
Dude,
getting
if you
one of
get
those.
one,
That'd be cool.
send me the link.
Be cool.
That'd be dope.
I've got my laser engraver and I've thought of making something big and putting it above my door or something.
Put it on your wedding ring.
This too shall
I'm kidding. That's the one thing you plan on not passing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Till death do us part.
Yep.
That's what you normally say.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you believe in afterlife.
And you're stuck with them forever.
Mm-hmm.
Billions of years.
Yep.
Well, fuck. Damn it.
That's crazy. Yeah, pretty chill.
Hell yeah.
No, it's fun. Don't have a kid to save a relationship because a kid strains a relationship. Like, at the very beginning, it's great. And then when shit hits the fan with the kid, you know, they're having a bad day or whatever, you really need to be a team working on that
Yeah.
because it will not save a relationship. It will worsen it.
Yeah.
You have less time together. You have less intimate time together. You've got all these extra stressors added onto it, extra financial worry. Like, no. Biggest cause of divorce is financial worry, by the way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say financial worry, financial problems.
Really?
That makes sense.
Yep.
That comes with lower back pain, all of it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Everything.
Yeah. Also, physical touch. It's like a big one. Just like hold the girl, whoever it is.
Oh yeah. Once couples stop like being intimate, it like
Yeah.
goes downhill from there. That's what I've heard. Like it's basically
I
over
believe
at that
it.
point.
Who are you hearing this from?
Just around,
All right.
you know, just random, just people telling me. I ask questions a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of people's experience and what they, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Once you stop being intimate. And that's the other thing is after they have a baby, you can't be intimate for like potentially months.
Yeah.
You can still hold them and everything, but you can't have bedroom intimacy, right?
Sure.
For a long time after that.
Well, and that's what I mean too. Is like when they stop cuddling or like trying like
Yeah,
hugging
yeah, yeah.
you and
Yeah.
Well, it's just like a baby. They'll die without touch or an affection.
Yeah.
A human is going to die too.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody that was like,
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
no.
And keep in mind that everything ebbs and flows, and this too shall pass. You will have times in the relationship where you're not cuddling as much, you're not talking as much, you're not, whatever it is. But it will come back as long as you guys are a committed couple and keep working on that, yeah.
Yeah. And make sure they're well fed.
Yeah, of course.
Hanger's the word.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, relationship advice from Noah. Haven't been married that long, but been with her long enough.
Fucking half your life.
Almost 10 years. I think
That's wild.
come April will be 9 or 10 years together.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
Yeah.
That's a long ass time.
Yeah.
Well, we're in April.
a whole decade.
I think this April's 9 years. Next April will be 10. Yep. Because we got together in 2014. Yep.
Okay.
So 9 years.
Dang.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then eventually you can't imagine life without them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So happens a lot quicker with your baby. Like the second they're born, you're just like, oh wow, I would die for you and I would kill my wife for you. You know, this is crazy.
Yeah.
babies are one of the only things, like my baby's footprint is one of the only things that I've wanted to get a tattoo of on my back, like footprint and a birthday.
That'd be fun.
Because that's the only thing, it's one of the only things in this world that will be with you forever.
Right. Yeah.
That's yours, and that's yours forever.
Yeah.
No matter who comes and goes in your life, that kid is yours.
Right.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that makes you, as soon as you become a parent, you also will be like, whoa, I don't know that hell would exist, because I would never send my kid to eternal damnation. I would ever and only always love them. The only damnation they're going to experience is in their own mind.
Yeah.
There it is.
Wise words from a guru.
I wouldn't say that. It's just a fucking pilot trying to make it out here.
Yeah.
It's my identity now, yo. Where's my... Hold on. Yeah.
What is it?
Your personality is
There.
pilot.
I have my sunglasses on now.
Nice.
Those look kind of small on your head.
Yeah. Check. They're supposed to look small. Check. Yeah. Do I look like a pilot at all?
Kind of, but they really
need your
look small
hat.
on your head.
That's fine. I like them small on my head. I like to be able to look around if I need to. And they're thin on the sides, so I can wear headphones comfortably all day.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah. Ray-Bans. We're sponsoring Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans and Carhartt.
Yep. Yeah, 3 out of the 4 of us are wearing Carhartt stuff today.
To be fair, I wear Carhartt every day, but
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I don't have enough Carhartt for that.
it's like the only shirts I have.
Yeah. I would be if my job would let me, but
Oh,
I got other shirts for that.
yeah, I got work shirts.
Oh,
but
okay.
My Carhartt's nice clothes.
There you go.
I might become not a felon this month. So.
Oh,
that's
really?
exciting.
I thought you got that off you.
Well, it's off, but like I'm not a felon currently, but I might be able to buy a gun this month.
Oh, my God. Dude, that'd be
that'd be
sick.
awesome.
I know.
Right, because you had to wait a certain amount of time after you got that off you, huh?
Yeah, they said April of 2023. So I don't know what day I need to go or walk into some building.
Doesn't
some
it take like
government.
7 years to get that off your record or
Yeah,
something? Okay.
7 years.
Was that 7 years after you got exonerated of it? Or like got it lowered?
I
Or
think
was it just 7 years after the...
I think it was just
felony?
7 years after I got it. Like
Okay.
they put that on me because I got it wiped when I was 18.
Yeah,
You know, but the effects still carry.
of course.
Yeah. So
And so now you'll be able to buy a gun, do all the normal society things.
I don't know. That's what they told me. So I'm not holding my breath. Like knock on wood.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully, from what the guy said on the phone, I should be able to this year. So
Be off your record permanently.
Heck yeah.
So job applications, you won't have to put it on nothing, right?
yeah, nothing.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
How did you
excited.
get that dropped from a felony to misdemeanor?
I didn't.
Lawyers.
I had a felony, and then once you turn 18, you can get it expunged. Because I was a minor when I did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was wondering how you didn't get like fucking
Fuck.
prison time or something like serious.
No, just TT for 8 days.
Which is what?
And you didn't
Juvenile
shit once, right?
I didn't shit the whole time I was there. Not once.
What is
That's
TT?
wild.
Juvenile detention. It's like kid jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to explain to the people what you did?
I think we've been over this, but I got in a car chase with the police in my 1995 Lexus
Because why were you running?
because I had marijuana in the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
It
happened.
was so stupid. And I was high as fuck.
So you probably would have been better off just
stopping.
letting him
Oh,
finish
dude.
it.
I would have got so much less bullshit if I
They'd have
would've
just been
pulled
like,
over.
oh, you're being an idiot. Here's a fine. We're going to impound your car for a couple days.
Yeah, literally. Instead, it was like, no, you get chains around your wrists and ankles.
Yeah.
And dogs and cars and
Fuck
spiked
yeah.
my tires twice. It was
How many cops were there?
fucking adrenaline. So many. I don't even know. Yeah. Like so many.
That'd be scary as fuck, high.
It was scary as fuck, dude. And there was the dogs were the worst part. There's
Oh,
like
yeah.
fucking 5 dogs sitting there like on the leashes, like barking at you. They all had their guns out and shit. Please don't shoot me, I promise. Just a little
You're
high.
fucking
boy.
lucky, dude.
I got so fucking
Lucky you're white. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I don't believe that shit for the most part. I'm sure there are some racist cops out there, but for the most part, I think they're all pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think, especially with Utah. I was gonna say, you never know when you go to like Detroit or something how it actually is.
Yeah.
But I know here it's like most of the people aren't. Most of the people here aren't douchebags.
How much weed did you have?
Not that much. Less than an ounce.
Oh my god, dude.
Dang.
Live and learn.
That was crazy.
Yep.
At least you were a
don't,
minor.
I don't regret it.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, it sucks now, but it's like can't change it. And it was a cool story. So
That is a cool story. How fast did you go?
We
Top
don't
speed in
encourage
that
this.
yeah, no, definitely don't do that shit. It's bad. Just pull over. If a cop's pulling you over, just pull the fuck over.
Whatever the hell you got in the car, just pull over.
Just do it. Yeah, resisting arrest doesn't look good on your record.
Yeah, no. Because then they can get you with like assault and shit if you resist while they're arresting you or something.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, he assaulted me.
Which
All
I
sorts
didn't
of
do
shit.
that. I wouldn't have been able to resist. I was face down on the floor before they were even touching me.
Yeah.
I had my hands behind
That's
my back.
that's so smart.
I literally slid out of the car on my belly. I was like, bro, don't kill me, please.
What was the top speed you hit in that thing?
No fucking clue, dude.
Fucking 80
All
miles
I know
per
is I
hour.
was hitting speed bump. Just going so hard through a neighborhood.
Oh, you weren't
Running
even on
around.
the freeway or nothing?
I was in and out of neighborhoods, like running red lights and shit on the not on the
Fucking hell,
freeway,
dude.
but I don't
That's
even
sick.
know, dude. I didn't even know where I was. I think he was trying to pull me over because I ran a stop sign. Yeah,
You might could have gotten away with that.
I could have
Did
pulled
they
over.
have a helicopter?
No, I don't think that it wasn't that long.
They
In my
don't need
head,
a
it was
helicopter for a
forever.
Lexus, dog.
Yeah.
1995 Lexus.
I think it was.
Yeah, they were like,
Max
what the
speed, 60
fuck?
miles an hour. Come
No,
on.
I thought I got away too, because like the cop behind me pulled off, and I was like, "Oh, I got away. I'm good." And I see like three more. Oh shit!
Oh.
Do not recommend. I don't recommend being a criminal for anything. Being a criminal sucks.
Yeah.
Just
Live in the system
follow
we're
the
in.
rules.
Yeah, live in the system you're in. Change it if you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We have the power to do that. I know there was a ton of people I went to school with who are going and becoming senators, legislators, everything. Because they want to change the system.
Good.
Sadly, a lot of them were like way right-leaning, or left-leaning. But, you know.
When are you gonna come have him on the podcast? If you know him.
You're
That would
right.
be
I
cool.
should. No matter what their affiliation, just be like, come on the pod, let's talk.
Be
Might as
if
well.
they're running or something, it
Yeah.
would be very interesting.
It would be.
Yeah, I know a few of them who have been taking internships and stuff. They'll travel the country with senators and yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, have them
To-
talk about what the process is to become like a senator and all the stuff they have to go through.
That'd be cool.
Maybe I will invite them on the pod. I'll try to
Be
contact
interesting
them.
at least.
I only have their contact information through social media, so I'll have to log back in there and figure it out. But I
Got-
figured it out.
Guy or girl?
I think they're both girls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be
I
fun
don't know
to
any
talk
guys
to
who
them
are
about
ripping it.
abortion too, because they're probably pro-abort.
Yeah, probably. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
That'd be cool.
Make him hold Luna and say that.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Would you abort this child?
No, they'd be like, it's a baby now. It's no longer a fetus.
Yeah.
As soon as it
You're
passes
right.
that wall.
Didn't we have somebody on that heavily disagreed with that?
Yeah.
Oh, was it
Bruce.
your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's right.
That was a fun one too.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Conflicting opinions are very enjoyable.
Yeah. Fuck, I used to be that person. Who cares?
I used to be
Joy.
that person too until I was in the process and was like, oh fuck no. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Ain't never. Yeah. I'd rather them live a hard life in foster care or whatever and figure it out and be alive.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Then
'Cause-
they have a chance.
Yeah, you can leave them at a fire station, you can leave them at a hospital, like wherever, and just fucking, you know,
Yeah.
you get rid of them the same way. It's just the end, the very end couple minutes are different.
What do
Yeah.
you do? Adoption too, if you know you're not going to keep the kid, and
Yeah.
you can interview him while you're pregnant.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Do all the things.
I
That would
mean,
be cool.
Like, what is pushed for is abortion all the way up through giving birth. Like you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
abort, right?
Oh, it's weird.
And so those couple extra minutes of not giving birth to giving birth, whether it be C-section or natural, that's all it takes. A couple extra minutes.
Yeah.
So I should write a book on that.
Yeah.
The last
That'd be
couple
cool.
minutes.
Yeah, something like that. That'd be fucking cool.
That'd be crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, you could.
I'm thinking about writing just thinking, so this is not like a for sure thing, but writing like a self-help book that encompasses all self-help books. Because, you have to like read a bunch of different books to get like a bunch of different lessons. But if I can pull
Oh, yeah.
everything into one book, I think that would be kind of cool.
Be careful with that. You'll probably get sued a lot
Why?
from everybody else's self-help books.
Well, it'll be just general ideas, like,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're not
self-control
copying
and
off
stuff.
them.
That's, you're not stealing someone's art.
Yeah.
If you're saying have self-control.
Yeah.
Just can't say stay hard.
Yeah. Be hard.
Yeah.
Become hard.
Come hard. I don't know.
No, there's
Something to play with.
there's some legitness to that. Like being hard as a person and yet soft on the inside. There's just so much to say about that. Because life experience is what creates your shell, and then life experience also creates the depth of your compassion and love.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there is something to say about being able to stand up for oneself.
I'd agree with that.
So,
It's just not common these days.
yeah, well, it's not taught either.
Yeah. Exactly. We're taught the exact opposite.
Yeah. Submit.
Submit.
And a lot of, I would say a lot of fathers and mothers have not necessarily learned those lessons when they have kids, and they learn those over time, and by the time they've learned those lessons, their kids are too old to teach.
Yeah. And they're
And
taught
so
by
they're-
the system.
And so their kids get to learn it themselves.
So basically figure out your shit before you have a kid. Or at least some of the past traumas, so you're not like putting it all on them.
Doesn't have shit to do with traumas.
What does it have
Kind
to do
of.
with?
I mean, I wouldn't call them traumas. I'd call them life experiences.
Yeah.
Right? But you're yes, get life experience, and no, don't think you'll have enough to have a kid, because having a kid is also what is part of that journey of getting that life experience, right?
Right.
So,
I'm just basically saying, like, whatever problems you had with your parents like, you don't want to be a nihilist and then have a kid and teach your kid to hate the world. Like, that would suck.
right, and I have a hard time believing that people can be a nihilist and have a kid.
Fair enough.
Okay, what is a nihilist?
Right, even if they were a nihilist, they'd be like,
No, what is it?
nihilist is like, there's nothing after death. Like,
Everything sucks.
everything sucks.
There's no meaning.
There's
to
no
anything.
meaning.
There's no purpose.
That's the big
to
thing.
anything.
Yeah, no meaning, no purpose. So why the fuck should I care about anything? You
Yeah,
have a
that's a
kid,
lame
you'd be
mindset.
like, there's my meaning.
Yeah.
That's all the school
You're no longer a
shooters.
nihilist.
Because they just hate the world so bad that they're like, fuck it. Just kill everybody.
Yeah.
Huh.
Columbine shooters thought they were doing them all a favor by ending the existence of as many people as they could early,
Yeah.
because nothing had any meaning.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird mindset.
Well,
I-
those antidepressants do it too, heavy, because they
Aha.
depress everything.
Are we getting into this?
I haven't taken antidepressants.
Neither have I, but that's
I
just what
haven't
I've heard, is they kind of lower all your emotions.
That's
And you
funny
stop
how-
feeling things as much.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
then-
believe it. I've fucking seen it firsthand. I've never taken antidepressants, by the way.
Because it, like, zombie modes you, right? You're just
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
Well, it's got to damper the
neutral.
one emotion, and it just does them all.
Dampens all your feelings.
can't be happy. That would suck.
It's funny that one of the side effects of antidepressants is suicidal thoughts.
I know. You always see that. It's like, this antidepressant could cause depression.
Turn right to go left. Shoot.
Yeah, but is mental illness real?
Some of it is like a legit chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what mental illness is, a chemical imbalance.
Okay, but how much of it comes from? Well, obviously it's coming from the mind, but how much of it is a fad? How much of it is real, like actually on the
I
spectrum?
bet a lot of it is a fad.
The reason
And not eating right and exercising and getting sunlight.
the reason it's a fad that I'm gonna say, I don't know whatever science backs this shit up, but the reason it's a fad, especially like younger kids, like, oh yeah, that's mostly like school, home, life balance. You know, they're like something's not adding up there, and they've got a ton of hormones anyway. As they get into their 20s and 30s, they start seeing their trajectory of life and the decisions they made in the past, how they're affecting their future, and exactly what type of person they're going to end up being. Because when you're younger, you have all these hopes and dreams. Anything is achievable, quite literally. As you age, less and less starts becoming achievable, and you start seeing the exact type of person you're going to end up being. So you're like, fuck, that's not what I wanted, and I'm stuck.
The reality check, right?
Yeah, they get the reality check. And then they're like, well, this ain't worth it.
And it's
I've
not
never thought about it like
readily
that.
apparent as well that there's easy, or maybe not easy, but it's fixable in the moment, you know?
Yeah.
You might see your life on a course where you're not liking it, and then that kind of becomes consuming your thoughts instead
It
of
does.
looking for solutions.
Right.
Absolutely, it can, yeah.
Sure.
And
So-
that's, I think, like Jordan Peterson and algorithms, one case where they turn good, and then they show up and you see things, and it kind of pushes you away from that a bit.
There's with emotions, it takes 90 seconds for emotion. If you don't like recognize it and understand it and let it pass, it builds. And I think a couple weeks, if you haven't let it go, then it becomes a mood. And then if it goes a couple more months, it becomes a temperament. And then it's just part of your personality.
Wow.
I have heard, I was told this growing up, I don't know how true it is, like, the more patient you are, your brain starts to wire you, like, the less you get angry, your brain starts to wire you to not be so angry at things. So I can imagine it goes the other way just as well. The more little things you let get you, the more your brain wires you to get more aggressive at it.
That's interesting.
And it's what you're used to, too. A lot of depressed people, they don't want to be happy. Well, they want to be happy, but it's so hard to let go of the depression because it's so comfortable.
Comfortable,
And it's
yeah.
what they're used to. You know what I mean? So they're like, what the There's actually a new album that just dropped by NF, if you guys know who that is.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yep,
good.
I've listened to it too.
Hope. Such a good album.
It's a
But
very good album. I love
It's got
it.
a song on there called Happy, and it kind of like goes through that whole thing. It's like, I don't even know who I'll be if I be happy. So it's kind of like scared. They're scared to be happy because they're like, who the fuck am I going to be? My whole personality is being depressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's got to be like how we were saying a few weeks ago. People don't know how bad it feels to be fat until they're skinny. Like, they didn't know how terrible they felt before they got feeling better, you know?
Right.
That's got to be an aspect of it for sure. Be like, yeah, okay, but it's not that bad.
And that reason makes me want to go completely healthy. Just that's why I want to do it so bad, is to see like how bad, like how sick am I actually right now? You know what I mean? Because you get used to feeling like whatever you feel, and you're like, but once you like really cut everything out and be super healthy, it's like, wonder how epic that would actually feel. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And how different you'd be. Because like you can do whatever like normally, like, you know.
Yeah.
People still aren't dying from like one soda a day, you know, they keep going, but like if you cut all those things out, how good would you actually feel? Would you be like jumping off the walls like Goku? Super Saiyan?
And the hard part is I don't think it's like very hard to quantify that difference, right? Because you're living it and you're living the incremental changes into being more healthy.
That's true.
So
I
you
don't
can't
even
jump
know.
from one point to the next to know. Unless, like, you dropped, like, 60 pounds or something, and you're like, okay, that's a significant difference. But dropping sodas, do you really know if it's, like, that big of a difference?
Well, you wouldn't notice it because it would be over
Right.
time. Like you just start feeling better, but you wouldn't.
Right.
I don't know if you would
That's-
or not. I've never tried it.
Like, weight to me, yeah. It's a you can see the change, but, like, you or I, can we see the change if we start eating healthy? I mean, maybe, but not that significantly.
No, I mean I could just from my skin, but like
Right.
other than that, probably not.
Yeah. Interesting.
it's thinking it could make you like smarter. You know what I mean? With like more sleep, better
definitely.
diet, more water. Because like a lot of people aren't stupid; they're just tired all the time, and it's like so hard to. I'm not giving it an excuse, but it's like if you started feeling better, how much more could you create? You know what I mean? Because with me, it's like I want to go sit down and write or think of problems or do stuff, and then I get home and I'm like, fuck this. I just want to sit down. Because my brain's so foggy because I got no sleep and I'm drinking a lot of sugar and all these things, and it feels.
Should not
just
be
feels
getting
sick.
your right vitamins as well.
Maybe
Look,
that.
most people are deficient in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
AG1.
What's that?
Something Joe Rogan shills all the time.
Athletic greens.
Athletic greens.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to be pretty cool. I know I've taken his brain boost from On It. He talks about before.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That one felt like it made a difference.
I got the Alpha brand at one point.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
That
Was
one
it
to
good?
me felt like it made a difference.
That's pretty good. What is it? Lion's Mane
Yeah.
also does really well.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed, though, it'll make my brain tired when it wears off. I'll be like, man, my brain did a lot of work today. You know?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they find professional chess players, like grandmasters, will burn like 6,000 calories over the course of one game.
Oh my
From
god.
thinking?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's crazy.
Your brain uses a lot of energy. It's all electrical impulses. So,
I'm just gonna think my way into being skinny and fit.
Yeah, that's a lot of them are real small because you don't think about it. You're not being active, but you are, and it's burning 6,000 calories in a game or whatever.
good Lord.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty gnarly.
I got myself a chessboard. I want to start playing.
It's fun.
Really good at it.
It's hard.
It's fun. I like checkers.
Checkers.
That'd be sick.
Andrew Tate's dad did it.
It's pretty much the best in the whole world, so.
I'm happy he got out of jail.
Me too.
I think he's doing so much good for the world.
I think if he just would stop saying certain things, like, I like his overall message. Like, quit being a wimp, get up and be, like,
Yeah.
go fucking work. But, like, then he'll say stuff like slapping bitches around, and it's like, why do you have to say that?
I don't know.
I
I've
like
never heard him
I
say
like
that.
his biggest message, but he does say some like pretty crazy thing, and I think he did that on purpose because it got him famous.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at Donald Trump. He said some ratchet shit.
He said that before.
That's how he got. Right, but people like that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
his overall, what he did, it's great. So same as Andrew Tate. But yeah, I don't get why people can't just say, like, turn off the depression or whatever, because they make it their identity. And yeah, like you said, it's comfortable. And then beyond that, it's like, oh,
I think you can though once you decide not to and you recognize it.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I've been
absolutely.
saying. It's a fucking mindset.
It
Turn
is.
it off and get over it.
Absolutely. I mean, some people are chemically imbalanced, but I feel like majority of people that say I'm depressed, it's clinical. It's like no, it's not. You
It's
just
a diet thing. Hella think it's a big diet thing.
it's a
That
huge
too,
diet thing.
Probably.
And the entertainment thing, like watching screens all day, like having your head down, like posture, food,
Posture
not
is
enough
huge.
sleep. It's everything. That's what I'm saying. There's a reason why everybody's depressed, and if you just change a few things in your life and maybe start thinking more positive,
Yeah.
and like actually watching things that are more positive, it'll make a difference. It does.
Yeah. Also being like finding one thing that is like productive in a day and then being like, okay, I accomplished that. That's a fucking dopamine boost.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've done, like every time I finish a packet for school, fuck yeah, I did that and I passed the test. Great. Move on. Great. It's just, it's a mindset. Stop it.
I think it's a whole purpose thing. I think that's why a lot of America is more depressed because they have no purpose. There's no reason to do anything. Like,
But there's so much reason
well,
to do
there is.
everything.
There's plenty, but like, that's not what
They
it's
don't
in their
have it.
mind. Yeah,
Huh?
they don't have
They
it,
don't have it in their brain.
or they haven't found it.
Yep.
Everyone has it.
Right. But, like, as far as their conscious mind goes, they're like, fuck's the purpose. They need to choose a purpose.
Yeah.
I agree with you, though. It is a choice, mostly. It's
Yeah.
mostly a choice, and unless you're doing everything you possibly can to change that, then I don't want to hear about it. You know what I mean?
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Don't complain about it to me if you're not trying really hard
Yeah.
to get away from it.
I mean, well, it's the story that comes along with it, too, every single time. It's a story of how it got there. Boom, bang, boom.
Yep.
Change it. Like back in high school or whatever, when I was being a saggy sack of shit, I fucking changed it.
Yeah.
And so I just don't get it. It's hard to imagine singing that for entire lifetime.
It's who you're around as well. We get to hang around people that'll tell you to change it. If you get
Yeah.
to hang around people that have the same perspective as you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
if
gonna
you
sink
say you're
deeper
sad
into
around
it.
us, we're like, stop being sad.
Yeah.
Let's figure it the fuck out.
But most people, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. How can I
Yeah.
support you being depressed?
yeah, or
Like,
they're
what?
trying to do
No.
their
It's
own
just weird.
shit, and then you feed off. They're in the same headspace, so they feed off each other.
Yeah.
So it's definitely got
Emotional
to do.
masturbation.
It's definitely got a portion of
Yeah.
it's got to be who you're around.
I've actually found myself, and I've like been in a conflicting mindset lately, is because I feel like I've been rude to people, but it's not rude. But I'm like, dude, I don't care. I literally
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, because it's a waste.
Yeah.
It's a waste of fucking time. Well, at least in my perspective, it's a waste of time. In their eyes, it's fucking fantastic.
I argued with this guy for half an hour because he's like, I'm depressed because of certain things that happened in my childhood and I can't get rid of it. I was like, yes, you can. You absolutely can. There's ways. And he's like, nope, it's going to be here forever. I just have to live with the depression.
And
Like,
you
no,
say,
you
okay.
don't.
Okay. Walk away.
That's like getting depressed over fucking dad's cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard forever. Okay. Also, you have a pair of balls.
Oh my God. Okay. It's time to wrap this shit up and bathe her then.
We're pretty much there anyway, right?
Yeah.
At this point, we're
Cool.
just,
All right. It was great to see you guys again, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, peace out.
fuck being depressed, bro.